Hello learners, VK Scholar Education welcome all of you in its digital learning class. In this video number 25, I will discuss with you multiple choice question in the subject of financial management. Paper is of June 2015, paper second. So the first question is, in the capital budgeting, the term capital rationing implies, first one is that no retained earnings are available, that limited funds are available for investment, that no external funds can be raised, that no fresh investment is required in current year. So capital budgeting decision is known as fixed assets investment decisions. So in this capital budgeting decision, this term of capital rationing means limited funds are available for investment in fixed assets. So there is a upper limit of budget with respect to a company. Okay, so company has a maximum budget amount which can be utilized for purchasing of fixed assets. So the capital rationing situation means the choice of investment proposals under the funds constraints or under the limited funds availability in terms of given size of capital expenditure budget. Okay, suppose given size of capital expenditure budget is of rupees 10 lakh. ओके, तो इस 10 लाख की फंड्स लिमिट को ध्यान में रखते हुए एक कंपनी अपने कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर डिसीजंस को कंसीडर करेगी. ओके, सो वेदर ए कंपनी इज़ एक्सेप्टिंग ए सिंगल प्रोजेक्ट या एक से ज़्यादा प्रोजेक्ट कंपनी एक्सेप्ट करती है, तो कंपनी अपनी इस 10 लाख रुपए की लिमिट को क्रॉस नहीं कर सकती, क्योंकि उसके पास सिर्फ 10 लाख रुपए ही पैसा मौजूद है. ओके, तो इसलिए कैपिटल राशनिंग इज ए सिचुएशन ऑफ लिमिटेड फंड्स विद ए फर्म. ओके, सेकंड क्वेश्चन इज, इन सर्टेनिटी इक्विवेलेंट अप्रोच adjusted cash flows are discounted at. Okay, so in the time value of money concept, there are two concepts are there, compound value and discount value. So for knowing the discount value, discount rate is used, or for the calculation of present value of cash flows, discount rate is used. So in the certainty equivalent approach, which is a technique for risk analysis in capital budgeting, cash flows are adjusted at a discount rate, and that discount rate is known as risk-free rate. So in this certainty equivalent approach, two steps are used. First step is expected cash flows from investment proposals are converted into certainty equivalent. Step second, to determine present value of expected cash flows, rate of discount is used, which is known as risk-free rate. Next is the techniques for risk analysis in capital budgeting, divided into two categories. One is analysis of standalone risk, and second is analysis of contextual risk. So in the standalone risk analysis techniques, first is sensitivity analysis, second is break-even analysis, third one is simulation analysis, fourth one is scenario analysis, fifth one is Hiller model, and sixth one is decision tree approach. In the second part, analysis of contextual risk, there is a corporate risk analysis and market risk analysis. So market risk is known as systematic risk, and which is measured with the help of beta coefficient. Okay, so this bifurcation for techniques for risk analysis in capital budgeting is provided by Dr. Prasanna Chandra in his famous book on financial management. Second category, this is as per the Khan and Jain book on financial management. First one is the risk adjusted discount rate approach, second one is certainty equivalent approach, third one is the probability distribution approach, and fourth one is the decision tree approach. Okay, so this is very important, very important question. Okay, so prepare it for the forthcoming examination. Question number 3, combined leverage is calculated as operating leverage multiply financial leverage. Okay, तो how degree of combined leverage is calculated? So there is a contribution divided by EBIT for operating leverage, multiply there is a EBIT divided by earning before tax for financial leverage. तो EBIT से EBIT डिडक्ट वो कट हो जाता है, तो कंट्रीब्यूशन डिवाइड बाय EBT, और EBT के लिए आप यूज कर सकते हैं अर्निंग बिफोर इंटरेस्ट एंड टैक्स माइनस इंटरेस्ट. तो इट इज़ द क्वेश्चन नंबर 3. क्वेश्चन नंबर 4, which of the following is not true with reference to the capital budgeting? Capital budgeting is related to asset replacement decision. It is true. Cost of capital is equal to the minimum required rate of return on investment. It is true. Existing investment in a project is not treated as sunk cost. Okay, so it is fault. It is false statement. Timing of cash flows is relevant. It is true. So existing investment in a project is treated as sunk cost. तो sunk cost कैसे इसका मीनिंग होता है? The cost which have already been incurred and which cannot be reversed. So it is not affected by the acceptance or rejection of the project under consideration. For example, a company has incurred 10 million rupees for preliminary work carried out to generate information useful for a project. So this existing investment of rupees 10 lakh for creation of for useful information which is used for the acceptance or rejection for a project is known as sunk cost, or it cannot be reversed or recovered whether project is accepted for investment or project is rejected. Okay, so this is the meaning of sunk cost. Next is, what is economic order quantity? Economic order quantity is known as optimum order size quantity. So the quantity of goods ordered which minimizes the sum of inventory ordering cost and inventory carrying cost. तो ordering cost और carrying cost ये दोनों जो है अपने मिनिमम लेवल के ऊपर होनी चाहिए. ओके, इन दी इकोनॉमिक ऑर्डर क्वांटिटी टेक्निक के अंदर. तो EOQ इज़ द इन्वेंट्री मैनेजमेंट टेक्निक फॉर डिटर्मिनेशन ऑफ एन ऑप्टिमम ऑर्डर क्वांटिटी ऑफ आउटपुट which is the one that minimizes the total of its order and carrying cost, and it balances fixed ordering cost against variable ordering cost. Okay, and the formula of EOQ is EOQ, this is the economic order quantity. So this is 2AB divided by C. So A is known as annual consumption या usage of inventory, it is in units, and B is the buying cost per order, and C is the carrying cost per unit. Okay, so this formula is used for determination of economic order quantity. Okay, so dear students, it was in this video from my side. Okay, so meet you again in video number 26 with another set of questions. Okay, so thank you very much.